What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Sports Talk with Broads podcast, and today's a little different. We don't have one specific topic. I kind of want to jump around a little bit and take a look at all different types of sports news and what is going around the world right now, obviously with a home tie with the Philadelphia sports, but we could just take a look at the general news around sports. So one thing I do want to talk about before we dive into the sports stuff, I am going on vacation. I leave Saturday, which is tomorrow at this point since I am recording this on Friday. I'm going out to Calgary, Alberta. I will be meeting a couple friends up there that live out there, one place for the Calgary Flames. It's going to be a good time. I'm very excited. My girlfriend and I are going together, and we've had this trip planned for quite some time, and it just snuck up on us, so I'm super pumped. In regards to making content, creating videos, that's not going to change. I will still be able to, through my phone, make videos on the Eagles game. Come on, you think I'm going to miss an Eagles game or an Eagles post-game show? Absolutely not. So I will still have content up there. I don't know if I will have every Flyers game due to the fact it is what it is. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But there will be content up on the YouTube channel, without a doubt, which goes hand in hand with that. And I don't really want to go there yet, but it is a pretty standard topic of discussion when it comes to the off season when sports are slow. But I was thinking to myself now, sitting right now and seeing what changes by the time I get back in a week. And it's, where are the Philadelphia sports now? Because a lot can change from this week to when I come home. A lot can change. We can leave now, leave tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., come back and have Manny Machado and Bryce Harper. I can leave tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., get back, and the Eagles are going to be ready to face Dallas or the Rams in the NFC Championship game. I could come back and the Sixers could be in 6th place. They could be in 3rd place. The Flyers are probably going to be where they are now in the bottom half. But hey, maybe they have less than 25 wins, or 25 losses, I mean. Who knows? Who knows? So much can change, and that puts me in a spot right now where I ask myself, where are we in Philadelphia sports? I always think to myself this: is this the best era of Eagles football? Have we ever connected this much with our team? No team has ever brought us to the promised land. At one point in the early beginning of the season, we thought to ourselves, oh, is this a Greg Popovich team that doesn't have it? Is this a Spurs squad that might not be as good as we've seen in the past? Is it finally dying down, kind of like a Tom Brady and the Patriots thing? And here they go, 25-18. Here they go, starting to move up as they're 6th in the Western Conference as the Marcus Aldridge drops 50-plus against the OKC Thunder. It's just wild to see how the West is playing out. The Lakers, 23-19, they need LeBron back. They need LeBron back. See, I'm a LeBron guy. LeBron is my #1 favorite athlete ever. Him and Serena Williams. And if this man finds a way to take the Lakers to the finals, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to say anymore. It would just be absolutely ridiculous. It would just be absolutely ridiculous. And that team's playing good. They're not a bad squad. Listen, are they going to be able to beat the Nuggets, Warriors, Thunder, Spurs? We're going to have to wait and see. You have the Clippers up there, 24-17, all veteran players. They don't really have a guy, a go-to stud, yet Doc Rivers has that team 5th in the West right now. That's pretty remarkable. I don't know if it's going to be able to hold up to the point where they're going to be a legit threat, but it's pretty remarkable just to have a group of veteran players that play as a team, and they're where they are now. A tight race for sure. When you look at the 8th seed, which are the Lakers right now at 23-19, take a look at the 8th seed in the East, and it's a 19-21 under 500 squad. And the Nets at 21-22 are actually in the playoffs as well. But when it comes to the top of the Eastern Conference, that's where I think the difference is. The top of the Eastern Conference, the first 4 or 5 teams, those can compete for sure with the Thunder, the Nuggets, the Warriors, the Trailblazers, the Lakers. Absolutely. Absolutely. I really do think that. And it's going to be an exciting... The NBA and NHL seasons, they're both pretty much halfway through. And I can't believe it. And right now, the Sixers are 27-15. They play tonight. They play the Hawks at home. But as of right now in this recording, that game obviously did not happen yet. 27-15, fourth in the Eastern Conference, and we just ripped them apart for being blown out on the road on a back-to-back second game in Washington after destroying Washington. And I'm just I said to myself today, let me take a look at the standings, see where teams are, look at some home records, look at some away records, maybe some MVP races, and that's where I'm at. So you look at us, we're fourth. Above us, the Bucks, Raptors, Pacers. We're all pretty solid at home. Bucks are 19-4, Raptors are 17-4, Pacers are 14-5. We're 18-3, and that's really awesome. I mean, I would say that's definitely above the average. It's elite, if you will. We need to keep that kind of pace up. Celtics 15-5. What that tells me are good teams are good at home. Good teams are great at home. You start to look at the road record. Bucks 10-7. Raptors 14-8. Pacers 13-9. And here comes the Sixers at 9-12. That's a huge difference. The Celtics 10-11, but they've been struggling, and they actually lost and got beat pretty good against the Miami Heat on a second game of a back-to-back, which just shows me like, okay, maybe, fatigue is a real thing. Maybe this is actually a reality. People lose on the second games of back-to-backs. The Celtics even had Jaylen Brown and Marcus Morris going at it in a timeout, literally pushing each other. It was crazy. But when I take a look at this, right, and I see the Eastern Conference, we need to be better on the road. If we can't beat these bad teams on the road, what's that going to do when we're in the playoffs? What's that going to do when we're in Indiana or we're in Milwaukee until it is official? But I just see way too much right now. I see way too much with the Phillies that tell me it's happening. It's going to happen. Whether it's Bryce Harper, whether it's Manny Machado, or whether it's actually both. And the fact that I think it could be both makes me so happy, and here's why. The $300 million mark has yet to be a legitimate offer from any teams. So if you're telling me $300 million isn't the number, we absolutely can get both. Now, we meet with Bryce Harper tomorrow. We meet with him on Saturday. Good things are going to happen. Here's my concern. We know the Washington Nationals offered him a load. And Scott Boras is going to want that matched. He's not going to want to settle. He doesn't want to have his guy, Bryce Harper, not take the Washington Nationals deal, go to Philadelphia for less money. That looks horrible. That looks terrible. And I don't think he would allow it. So there's the issue with Bryce Harper. But Manny Machado, we see all these reports. The Philadelphia Phillies have put in a huge offer with Majestic when it comes to apparel. Something's going to happen within 24 to 48 hours. I'm telling you, something just tells me it's going to happen. And I'm not getting greedy. I would be so pumped with one. I think to myself, wow, he's had some woes. Kansas City has had some woes. And they're going up against the Colts. And I think the Colts has a better defense. I wouldn't say offense, clearly, because what Kansas City has done this year is unbelievable. And it's historic when it comes to how great they were offensively. But the Colts, I'm telling you, there's something about it. There's something about it that tells me it's possible. Because this Colts defense is legit. They play hard. They have that culture. Frank Reich brought the culture of the Eagles last season. He brought that to Indianapolis. And you can see the way they play, the way they believe in Andrew Luck. And Andrew Luck has had a phenomenal season so far for his standards coming back from the injury. Is the offense going to be a little bit too much to handle, though? It's Kansas City's offense. Are they going to be able to score at will? Is it going to be tough for Indianapolis to catch up offensively with only a T.Y. Hilton? They're going to have to rely on Mack. And listen, Kansas City's defense is atrocious. So you got to think of it this way. That amazing Kansas City offense is going up against a very respectful D with the Colts. That Colts offense, which is solid, is going up against a horrendous defense. So is it going to match out and kind of cancel each other out to give ourselves a very entertaining football game. Don't be surprised. The Colts are going to put up a fight. The Colts are going to be involved. Now, they are young. They're not the most experienced team. But I think they're going to give a fight. Kansas City has all the pressure. That's the thing. And same with the Rams. Kansas City has all the pressure. They need to get this done. They're known to not